Hi, I'm going to teach you a very basic neckline. It's a round neckline that goes on top of dresses, tops, t-shirts. It's a very simple one. I'm just using a sample to show you how to sew a sample of a neckline with the cotton fabric. So I'm just going to show you a demonstration how to sew the whole neckline. I have got the pieces here together. I've already joined the shoulder seams, as you can see. 1 centimeter seam allowance here and 1 centimeter seam allowance here. This is the front part, back part, my apologies, and this is the front part of it. So to join it, I've got the facing here, and I've already joined the seams here on the facing as well. I've just stitched the two facing together, back and front. Just stitched it there and stitched it here. So the next step is I'm just going to open the seams like that, there, and I'm going to put the facing on top. Just trying to angle it so you can see it proper. So you got the facing on top of that. It's two pieces there. You need two pieces. One is the interfacing. Yeah, as you can see, this is the interfacing on it. And one is the original piece of cotton facing that you need. And if you don't have interfacing, you can use two pieces of fabric, which I've got two on one side. I've got two pieces of fabric there. So what you need to do is join the seams together. These two seams here, there. And the seam here, pin it. I'm just putting it around. Can you see it's all around there? So you pin it all the way around the neckline there. So put the pins around all the way. Once you put the pins around, you need to get your needle and tack it 1 centimeter seam allowance all the way there, all the way around there. So the next step is you're just going to put it underneath the sewing machine and start stitching it. But you must tack it before. If you do not tack it, it's so round that it's going to slip. So you should make sure that there's no pins there, and you just tack it all the way around, all the seams, 1 centimeter seam allowance here, and put it underneath your sewing machine. I'm just going to go on the machine now. There. There's a neckline, so make sure the seams are flat and they are matching. So I'm gonna put the lever down there and start stitching it 1 centimeter seam allowance all the way with the needle down. Make sure it's threaded. Just check it. There. So I'm just going to start stitching it all the way around. So when you do yours, make sure that you got tacking stitch here. Without tacking it, it's going to slip and you're going to struggle a lot. So I'm going to stitch it all the way around very slowly. So I'm using this as a seam guide there. And what you can do is, if you're not sure how much 1 centimeter is, you measure from here to here and start marking it with a pencil or a chalk. So you can follow that line. So just go round. There. Keep on stitching it. Taking the pin out. There. And it should be the facing is, that's facing down towards the fabric of the right, that's the right side of the top. And this is the wrong side of the facing, and that's the wrong side of it there. This is the wrong side as well. So there, you carry on and keep on stitching it all the way around. So I'm just carrying on stitching it all the way. There. So keep stitching it 1 centimeter seam allowance. Follow the seam there. I'm just following the guide there, machine guide, to make sure that it's got 1 centimeter seam allowance. So if it's bigger than that, you will start having problems because it's going to pucker more, so it shouldn't be more than 1 centimeter. So there, that's fully stitched. Just taking it out. So the next step is you need to put notches on, otherwise it starts creasing. So can you see there? On this, you need to put notches on all the way around. There. So start putting the notches on. I'm just doing a notch there. And each notch should be 1 centimeter seam allowance. There. You can either do these notches, or you can do these ones as well. There's 2 types. There. You keep putting notches on. When you put notches on, what happens is the neckline lies down flat properly. And there's no creases. So you got the notches all the way around. Look, can you see there? All the way around the neckline. So then you turn it over and you iron it. Lay it out flat, press it properly, and your neckline's basically done. So there, so you press it after that, and once it's pressed, it looks like this. Yeah, that's pressed, and it looks like this. So what you should do is, after you've done that, you've done the notches, it's best to have a zigzag stitch all the way to make the seams at the edges neater. So make sure that you do zigzag stitch here all the way around. So next step is you can put a stitch here and you can put a stitch here to hold it down, and you can put 1 stitch there to hold it down, 1 there. Choice is yours. You can either do it that way or you can just do a slip stitch, whichever you prefer. So you could do a slip stitch all the way around. So, or you can do a stitch here, and if you do a stitch here and stitch here, that's a tacking stitch. So your neckline is done. It's all made, and when it's complete, it looks like this. There. So obviously once it's stitched, this sticks down, so it's not gonna stick up. So any questions, if you need to ask me anything, please let me know on Thursday in the class. Thank you very much. I hope you understand all this. Bye.